Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to part 14, I think. Again, I always say that, of my Haunted House Flipper Challenge. I thought I'd start by showing you guys the exterior. I've obviously tinkered with the roofline quite a bit again since the last part. So I've added like a fake little attic up the top. In theory, Grace can teleport now. She has transportalate, so she could actually use that space just for herself. I couldn't actually fit a cauldron in there. I could make it huge, but then it wouldn't be the cute little thing anymore. It'd be this big wedge. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. But I also changed the columns and these little spandrels, that's the word I think I was trying to find last time and couldn't, to be white to go with the windows. I think that looks heaps better. And like I've pulled this roof out to meet up with those columns. Now, the reason this is here is because for some reason, this roof is glitching, where if I have it like that, it actually cuts into that little bit of fence that's there. And I don't know why. I don't understand it. There's actually a fence there, but you just can't see it. So I was like, I'll just put a plant there and make it like it's deliberate. But yeah, so I think that looks heaps better. Like it just takes that kind of domineering like front off it a little bit. This is what it looks like from this side. So that's what it's looking like now. I mean, it's still a monstrosity and I do need to soften it with trees, but we're just gonna pop into the game where it is night time. Everybody is in bed or on their way to bed. There we go, except the cat, apparently. And we got a spectre down here. I just had little Samantha give a gift to a ghost to get rid of it. He totally sassed her. Wow, thanks. I will treasure it until the day I die, I guess. I mean, it gave her some wraith wax and it went away. So that's nice, but it sassed her. Grace had a nightmare about being stuck in a ladderless pool, unable to get out. Kind of absurd, really. Why couldn't Grace just lift themselves out of the pool? Loving the sass, Sims team. Not loving the punctuation, but that's often the case. Now, those of you who haven't seen the Criminal Empire part that came out, I did mention this there. I'm having some kind of mod glitch with these 5 buttons. They don't display correctly, but they still function correctly, and I've had a lot of trouble with The Sims today. It's not actually The Sims' fault, but I decided to install a reshade. You can't super tell, or maybe you guys can, you might have keener eyes than me. I've put in an Urban Sims reshade, but I had a heap of trouble getting reshade to work. Turned out it wasn't a problem with the Sims or reshade, it was a problem with another bit of software I have on my computer that was actually preventing me from accessing the settings, like it was actually deactivating any attempt to access the settings in reshade. So once I uninstalled that, it worked fine. Who knew? It looks quite cute inside though. I'll go to a room that's actually lit. I really like this one. The one I picked is called Scorpio. It's quite brighter colours. Lady Sweetheart recommended another one to me, I think by Urban Sims, that was a bit softer. But I was like, to quote Plumbella, I'm a slag for bright colours. Yeah, I really like the bright, cheery colours. So I'm giving that a shot. We've got some beautiful soft kind of edges to everything and stuff. I'm actually really enjoying it. It's making it quite fun to look at. So in terms of the actual in-game developments, this little one actually just got to her play for her instrument for 5 hours thing. She's finished this aspiration now, which I love. So I'm actually going to probably age her up, honestly, because she's got 2 now. Like, she's doing all right. If I were doing Super Sim, I'd be like, how many can I do? I'm not super fussed about it. And this little one just needs a little bit more imagination and thinking, and then I'm going to age her up once she has 5s and everything, because I'm like, 2 toddlers is 1 too many. Honestly, it's probably 2 too many, but that's all right. So that's kind of where we're at. We're saving up money. We do obviously have bills on Monday. I have some stuff on Plopsy, but none of it is budging, so I just had Poppy do some like regular selling just to get us a bit extra cash because we've got bills, and I'd also really like to get the interior of the house finished. We're almost done. We actually just need to do this room, and I think that's it because I finished this little walkway area. I think I did that off screen actually. The only thing I'm finding is my game's a bit laggy today. I don't know if that's the reshade. If you guys use reshade, let me know if you have like random lag spikes. But I mean, The Sims kind of just does that anyway, right? So what I actually want you to do, lady, Oh, talent points. We'll get, I guess, the practical magic one. I actually think I clicked the wrong one last time. I meant to go for untamed and practical, and I clicked mischief instead. Knowledge is magic. I guess we'll get that one. But she's at a level now where she should, if I have her just practice untamed, we should be able to get the spell to bring Temperance back to life. So it's kind of all happening because I would like to age up both of Grace's kids, and potentially we could bring Temperance back as well, which would be amazing. Yeah, so anyway, check this out. This beautiful, like, reshade. I'm actually really liking it. Thank you, Urban Sims. Thank you, Lady Sweet Tart, for suggesting reshades. If you haven't checked it out, Lady Sweet Tart's got a video that she's just put out on her channel, which is, like, must-have mods. And she was specifically talking about cast mods, like different custom sliders and lip defaults and all kinds of cool stuff. I have installed barely any of it. It was just our conversation about reshades. I was like, yeah, I'll do that before I record just to see what it looks like. I thought I'd try that, but I am actually going to look at some other cast assets and stuff later. It's just that I'm kind of running out of weekend and I have to record. You guys, it's happening. Grace has discovered a new spell, De-Deathify. And Sebastian's like, yeah, seriously, we should. It says restore a ghost to their original physical form. So I'm going to have her go up and visit Temperance, who's up here currently practicing guitar. Tara's ready to age up too. Oh my God, it's all happening. Can I get you to stop? So Temperance is going to be like, what? Because, you know, she's angry. And I'm going to get her to reassure Grace that you're a paranormal expert. A certified paranormal expert. You know, I haven't actually played with that at all. There's actually a career that came with this pack. I have literally never tried it. Grace is basically saying, look, I've discovered something with my magic and I wanted to give you an option that you didn't have before. Temperance is like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, see, now they're having an offensive conversation because Temperance just can't help herself. I assume that what that means is Grace went in there to be like, look, I can help you with your condition. And Temperance is like, what do you mean? What condition? There's nothing wrong with me. And Grace is like, well, you know, I mean the fact that you're not alive. I'm a very generous, selfless person. You know, do you want me to help you with that? And Temperance is like, well, what do you mean? Is that a thing you can do? She's going to say, well, yeah, I think so. It's like, well, what do you mean you think so? Like, right, let's try and calm her down. Now, poor Grace is actually feeling tired as well, just to make things more complicated. So, Temperance is trying to steal Grace's money. Well, that's not a thing that I feel like we need to do. Stop it. Now they hate each other. Like, they legitimately hate each other. Grace is like, that's it, I'm going to bed. Sick of dealing with you. I mean, I feel like that's a legitimate response. So I'm going to get her to pee like a champion and then just go to bed. Maybe I will try and have Poppy talk to her. Have a talk to your friend. I know you're a bit nervous about what Grace is proposing here, but I actually think it's worth a try if you're willing to give her a go. I really trust her. And she's like, Temperance is like, well, I don't know her at all. It's like, yeah, but she's a good person. You make my day so much better. Thanks for making me smile. These two are so cute. Ask about another sim. I actually want the other Sims menu. And for some reason, it doesn't seem to appear. And I don't know if that's because she's a ghost. Because I wanted to, like, helps fix bad relationship. Well, that'll do it. So we'll see if this works. It's like, you know, she's not so bad. Hey! Oh, she's going to imitate Sebastian. I feel like I really want to see that animation. Did it work? Did she do it? All right, Temperance, you need to apologize to Grace. So you're going to go to her, and all of the interactions are negative. Everyone. So go and ask about her day and be like, look, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just can't help myself, and I don't know what it is. I never used to be this way, you know? Like, it didn't used to be this way, and sometimes the emotions are just overwhelming. And little Samantha's like, it's okay, Temperance. You've got to learn to, like, trust other people and stuff. So what we're going to do I'm actually just I'm doing it. This is what we're gonna do. But we're gonna probably have to use cheats. Like almost certainly gonna have to use cheats. So, see, we've got de-deathify. So we're gonna cast that on Temperance. I fully expect it not to work. If I can, I'm gonna pause it and try and get a screenshot though. Come on. Oh wow, Temperance, that seems like a crazy fight. You should know, lady, it was with you. Let's see how this goes. Now, my previous experience with this spell on Temperance in a different save file was it basically did nothing. However, what we're going to do, and it looks like that is clearly the case, we're going to go cheats, cheat sim info, mood or buff control, remove buffs, okay. And we're looking for the buff that says Temperance on it because that is the one that makes her be Temperance, and she's not actually a proper ghost. So, trait dastardly. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Buff, be ghost, haunted house, Temperance. So in theory, that should... Okay, well, it's made her be a different colour. Like her angry seems to have gone away. She's still a ghost though. It took a while, but I finally did it. I ended up having to actually put in the cheat code into the like cheats bar up here rather than using MC Command Center. She's back and she's alive, and look at how I didn't know she was wearing black. Look at how beautiful she is. I'm loving her. It was quite weird because I went into Cass, I went out into the main, like loaded the world and then went back into the household, and like I tried a heap of troubleshooting and she kept reloading as herself, like as Temperance. So obviously when you remove it via MC Command Center, that's not enough. You know, you've got to remove it via removing the trait that way. So if you're wondering, that's how. So I'm going to have her come up. The reason they're standing like that is I literally just reset them. So I'm going to have her come up and like give her a hug. Be like, oh my God, look what she did. Look what she did. I'm alive. Don't ask about her day. I really want you to give her a hug. Give her a hug. I know you guys were just sitting on the couch talking, but this is a big deal to me. Give her a hug. Thank you. It's like, I'm alive. I'm alive. And Poppy's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Look how pretty she is. Now, I will have to give her a makeover purely because I'm pretty sure every one of her outfits is the same. So if you go in here, she's in the same outfit for everything. I know, I can see why they did that, because it'd be a bit weird if Guidry or Temperance were like, I'm going to go for a swim, and then suddenly they were wearing like some little love heart boxer shorts or something. Do you know what I mean? So Puppy's like, that is so wonderful. What is happening? What are you guys doing? Oh, Samantha's eyes have gone yellow. It's because I went into Cass, and Tara's have gone bright blue. These guys are slow dancing on their own. Like, she, strictly speaking, doesn't have romance with her. But they obviously remember everything. And they've just become good friends. And Samantha's like, congratulations, Temperance. I'm going to go to bed now. Well, obviously, since they were, like, so dead keen, I feel like they have to, you know, they need to woohoo, don't they? They do need to woohoo. I'm just like, wow, look at her face. She's so happy. I'm like giddy with excitement. I don't even know what the rest of my Sims are doing, and frankly, I don't care. I'm so happy right now. This is what I've been working towards this whole time. And Grace is quietly like up here, you know, practicing magic and whatever. Just get some food and go to bed, Grace. You've earned it. Because this was all Grace. Me having to find cheats notwithstanding, this was all Grace. So I'm gonna... See, look, it's so weird to me because they don't have romance, but they also have first kiss available. They're not, actually. Oh, there we go. Cutie. See, look, they did have romance all along. It was just hidden. I thought so. I'm going to have her ask if she's single. I feel like that's a really coy thing to ask someone who just came back to life. So Poppy has learned that Temperance is single. I think Temperance is now trying to go to bed because she's very, very tired. However, Poppy, chase her. Chase her up the stairs. I need these guys to woohoo. I do. It's required. Of course, if they get together, my whole let's add an attic to the haunted house thing would have been unnecessary because Temperance could share Poppy's room. How pretty. She's actually really pretty. Asked to be your girlfriend, kiss her neck, and basically we're like welcoming her back. Welcoming her back to being alive. Now, do you want to come down to Poppy's bed? How cute are they? I am so happy. Little Tara's like, I'm going to eat this rack of lamb that my mama just conjured for me. And then I'm going to get her to go to bed. Actually, she also needs attention. But I'm going to be aging her up imminently. Oh, she's so tired. All right, you little cuties. Have a wonderful time together. I'm so excited. Oh, the rest of the house is mostly asleep. I'm so happy. I have to give her a makeover. I know I do. But yeah, look at Poppy. She's just like so content. My little queen. Who knew when she started in this, like, I was actually looking at the first part of this series the other day and like looking at what the house looked like when we started. And it's like so beautiful now. If there were functioning shops, I would have Poppy take Temperance shopping. I'll give her a makeover and we'll just imagine that that's what happened because I feel like, in fact, why don't I age up Samantha and Tara as well first? Because, I mean, it makes sense to do all three of them at once, right? Ooh, he's so happy. Maybe he's happy because he's like, Temperance got better. I know that's not the case. I know the real reason is because I just had Temperance do that ritual to reduce the whatever of the house. But, you know, oh, what a good girl. I was originally thinking that when I revived Temperance, we'd actually get rid of the haunted house lot trait. Let me know what you think, because we could do it now. Like, if you guys say to, I'll remove it before the next part. And then it'll just be a house flipper instead of a haunted house flipper. Oh, she got sparkles. But he went away and she's still, come back, little ghost. We weren't done talking. Sebastian singing happy birthday to Tara. Meow, meow, meow. I've just got Grace making a cake. And then I'm going to age up Tara. And then I'll get Samantha down and age her up as well. Happy birthday, little one. Oh, she's got slitted pupils. I'm not super okay with this. That's fine. Let's add some candles. Samantha, you got to come back too, honey. Okay, no, she can't grow up to be evil. As much as she has slitted pupils and as much as she's grown up in a haunted house and there are lots of reasons why if this were a horror movie, Tara would be evil. But I refuse to accept it. So we're going to try again. Cat lover. I mean, that works. We have a cat. And I guess I'll put her on. Her sister did these two. So why don't we try for the other ones? All right. She can't be evil. Look at that face. I mean, okay, yeah, it's kind of evil. That's all right. I'll take care of that in a sec. Samantha, come back. You can't be evil either. I want all of these Sims to have wonderful, happy lives. Come on, let's do it. Happy birthday, little one. Okay. Happy birthday. She's good and neat. I wonder if that's Poppy's influence. I kind of like it, actually. Now, she did creativity and... what did I say? Creativity and mental. So I'm thinking a knowledge or a creativity aspiration. Musical genius? I mean, she's already got the piano. We could do that. Why not? Let's check her out. Oh, she's got glitter on her cheeks. Loving that for her, but obviously they both need makeovers. So let's take care of that real quick. Oh, hang on. What was that? Samantha is now a spellcaster. Right, we're going to start with Temperance. Now that she's not a ghost anymore, I'm going to take her off the public enemy aspiration. She can keep mean and jealous. That's fine, because I'm like, you know, people are allowed to have negative traits. I actually feel like your game is much easier if you make a rule for yourself that you give each sim at least one negative trait. I don't always do it, but I actually think she wants to have a soulmate because she is a romantic. This whole situation that got her in trouble in the first place with Guidry and pregnancies and blah, 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 all of that came out of her romantic nature. And that makes more sense to me. I'm happy for her to keep this black dress for like one of her outfits. Dress, cardigan, whatever you would call that. But I am going to give her some other more brightly coloured outfits and we'll go from there. All right, you guys. I couldn't remember what exact shade of green Tara's eyes were before they changed again. So I've gone for this one and given her, both the girls have very curly hair. I figure they kind of always have, and I think that checks out. I've given her a couple of Henry Puffer stuff shirts because I'm like, this little girl's really embracing the spell casting. Maybe that's just because she was standing there zapping me the whole time that I was doing her makeover, but you know. So this is her formal wear. We've got athletic wear. That's her sleepwear because she is awesome. This is the other Puffer stuff one. So that is her party, swimwear, hot weather and cold weather. Obviously mostly gone with greens for her. We have Samantha, who is currently in her winter wear. We're just going on her face. Only she doesn't want to hold still. You done there, love? Now let's do this, then she'll hold still. So I think she's gorgeous. I really, really love her. This is obviously every day. Hang on a sec, that's really starting to get annoying. There is a command that lets them cast clock speed. Cast clock speed 0. Done. Now she won't move at all. Stay still. So yes, this is her everyday. We have her formal wear. She's really, really pretty. So I know I've said that before. This is her workout wear. She aged up, by the way, with a 6-pack. So I don't know how. I don't remember her doing that much exercise. And movement wasn't one of the skills that, like, she had done well at school and everything, but it wasn't one of the skills that I was working on for her with an aspiration. So this is her party wear. Then we have swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather. And finally, we have Temperance, who we are seeing in her athletic wear. I've given her a bunch of different hairs. I decided to mix it up. I didn't, when she was still a ghost, I know I did replace her hair, but I only did that like one for all of them. Whereas now I've actually given her all kinds of different hairs. Now, I did keep the black outfit. This is the one she revived in, I guess. But then I gave her a more brightly coloured one. My main guiding principle for her was that the paranormal stuff decor is very 1970s, so I tried to go for that kind of vibe. This is a luxury party item, which I think is beautiful. We've got, obviously, you've seen that one. This is her sleepwear. This is her party wear. I figured she still favours black, but she kind of leans toward mixing in other colours. This gives me real, like, Austin Powers vibes, this outfit. I really love it. And that is her winter wear. So there you go. I've been sitting here for ages doing this, but I know it's just been 2 seconds for you guys. So let's pop back into the game. Right, so we're back in the game. It is prank day, which is a bit unfortunate. But we've got the ladies all getting some cake. Hopefully the kids show up at some point or they are going to miss out. I'm struggling to pick a favourite, if I'm honest. Back more on the whole, you know, fixer-upper part of this. I am going to, I think, give this room its little makeover. And then, oh, look at Sebastian. He's like lying with his tummy in the air. I am not a cat person because I have allergies, but I know enough about cats to know that that pose is a trap. Oh, hang on. How much are our bills? I genuinely don't know. Because maybe I should wait for 9,000. Okay, well, maybe I'll hold off then until I sell some more stuff. We've got things listed, but nothing new has sold. So what I might do is have these guys start working on skills and money making, and then I'll touch base back with you guys at the point where we actually have enough money to make over this room, because it's kind of why we're here. As much as I am totally in love with the whole Poppy Temperance love story, and Temperance is back now and I'm loving all of it so much, we actually also want to renovate a room in this part, I guess. Maybe. I mean, what do you think? All right, guys, I've saved up some money. I've made over Tara's room to make it a big girl room now, because she can't obviously sleep in her toddler bed, but she's only a little big girl, so she's got, you know, still got dinosaur lamps and stuff. And in here I've given her her sister's craft table, because obviously she can't use it anymore. So that's her room. It is a bit smaller than the rest, obviously. When I say a bit, I mean a lot. If I were to keep playing this and it became a problem, she could probably ultimately actually move up here, because I suspect that Temperance and Poppy may end up sharing a room. Now, I've actually got Poppy, this is her, it didn't actually cost that much. In the end, I made sure I had a buffer, because I was like 9,000 for the bills, maybe 5,000 for the room. It didn't take that much. So I bought a couple of things that are like unlock, painting career unlocks, but I was like, she can afford stacks of canvases and stuff. She's a master painter. So I actually have unlocked this room so Temperance could come in only, just because of the potential glitch with the woodworking table. And Poppy's gonna now do her portrait, which I thought was a really nice way to wrap this part up. So the interior of the house, I think, is done. For the moment, it's really brightly lit, and that really shows off this reshade, I have to say, in a way that the gloomy haunted house vibe does not. The haunted house periodically turns all the lights off and they go back to being auto lights. I wish it would remember the setting. Do you know what I mean? I assume that they did it because they were like, it's more spooky if it's auto lights. But like, if I want to have, because my usual style is all of the hall lights are always on during the night. I always leave the lamps on during the night. I find it makes it less gloomy as a YouTube video as much as anything else. I don't know. I just like it. It feels more homey. But I turned everything on so you could see for now until the next haunting comes through. So I'm actually going to end this part here. Let me know what you guys think of me making it not be a haunted house anymore. If you like that idea, then we can toggle that off and just go back to being a regular house flipper. And we're at the point now, oh, I put this trampoline outside, by the way, but we're at the point now where we just need to do the exterior. I say just, like that's not going to be hideously expensive. I'm going to clean up, because most of this external stuff is actually debug items. So I figure all these trees that are debug, I'll remove. And we'll, I think, probably have to pay for those. I mean, it makes sense. So I'll have her pay for the removal of the debug items. We'll get rid of this skip. There's this guardrail here. So we'll get rid of that. And then we'll replace all of this with cost items, like, you know, from the shop, because that's the point of the challenge, is to buy a renovation. And then I think at the point where that's all done, we'll call it finished. I'm going to put a pool here. I know that. I want a kids' play area. So we've got the trampoline, we've got this little sciencey table thing. Maybe we could put like a kids' play area here, and the pool could go here or something, like a nice little barbecue area. I've got plans. See, the lights have just done that thing that they do, where we're back to auto lights again. It wasn't me. You guys were watching, you know it wasn't me. I promise I didn't edit it out or anything. I super love that Temperance is alive. I love how pretty she is. I've got some more CC I want to get that will make her even prettier, because she's got that awful default eye where she's got the really thick fake eyelash, and Lady Sweetheart put me onto some CC that removes all of the fake eyelashes. Very excited to try that, because I think she'll be a stunner without that big awful thick line there. So, wow, we painted a masterpiece. I'm not selling this one. I don't even know where we should put it. Probably in here. I feel like that should be, actually maybe in her bedroom. Pride of place. There we go. Beautiful. That's lovely. I really like that. All right, I'm going to end this part here, guys. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.